Hello everyone, so we're back to today for, I believe, episode 5 of ARK, The Harsher World. So yeah, I hope everyone's been having a good week or so since I last did a stream. I'm sorry it's been so long. I've been doing some other bits, as you've seen on my channel. Preparing to go back to uni and a couple of other things, so yeah. In terms of what's changed, you'll see, I'm not exactly sure where we left it last time, but you'll see that I obviously did have success in the end in going back and taming my direwolf. I think that was there the last video though. And I did also, got a little bit of a frame rate loss. I did also manage to tame this Pelagornis, which I've called Steve. And I did also tame a Pteranodon called Frodo. However, unfortunately, you will see that Frodo was killed by an ant, of all things. The Meganeuras and the ants are terrifying with these settings. But yeah, so yeah, we've got a couple of new people in the tribe. So Alea, a friend of mine you've seen before, and then also Living Dead. So we've been playing a little bit together. And yeah, we've finished off the pier now. Got a couple of canoes, got a raft going. That's how I managed to get the direwolf across. The actual fisherman's hut itself has not changed very much, but yeah. So where I'm working on now, though, however, if I quickly show you, I've got to go over to fast travel. Basically, I decided I wanted to go and tame an Argentavis, and they don't spawn anywhere near, so I flew over with the Pteranodon. We got there, we lost the Pteranodon, a little bit stuck in the middle of nowhere, so I thought I'd make another little base and see how it went, really. So yeah. It's only a tiny little 1x1 wooden thing with a box inside. Got to keep all your precious things stowed away. That's Frodo's saddle right there. Oh, poor times. Sad times even. Okay. So you'll notice as well, hopefully the graphics have had a little bit of an upgrade. This is why I'm getting a tiny bit of FPS drops occasionally, but I think it's worth it. I was playing on another server though, and I think I did make them slightly too high. If anyone's interested, this is the graphics settings I'm running with. I no longer use distance field shadowing because it does seem to be causing some sort of crashing issue, which I'm not exactly sure how to fix. But for now, I'm going to turn off the anti-aliasing and the post-processing, and that should probably solve the issue with the frame rate. Oh, it looks so much worse though. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, it's the post-processing that needs to be there. It gives all the sort of... Yeah, that. It gives the sort of contrast between different colours and things, and everything just looks so much nicer. But yes, this is where we are. The old fisherman's hut base is in that direction, kind of between the sun... I think it's the sun. Is it the sun? Yeah, we'll call it a sun or a moon or something. Between the moon and us. This is what we're working with at the minute. So we've got this little 1x1 wooden structure, as I showed before. I'll close the door. Wait. And I have made this little taming pen, which I just very quickly covered up with thatch when we logged off last time, just to keep it safe. So in here we have a trike, so we now got 2 trikes. This one's called Vincent. I'll put a little bit of stamina in him. And we've also got an Argentavis, which should have all of my stuff on it. Yes, awesome. So, go and equip all this quickly. There we go, there we go, there we go. Perfect. That looks like about everything. Okay, so the plan for this stream is to actually get a proper little construction of some kind going here. Now, I was debating about simply building here and having a sort of overhanging cliff top kind of structure, but then upon exploring a little bit, if you come with me over this way, there is a lake. And on the other side of the lake is the red obelisk, which anyone who's played this map before will know it's a very flat, but too boring. Let's get the torch out. So the plan, yeah, there's the red obelisk, is to build near this lake here, which I think is a really nice spot, specifically on this little bit of sticking out land here. Just to build a little lake house, nothing special, and then as and when I hit level 50, I'm currently level almost 49. When I hit level 50, I can use the new passive taming from the Rebalanced Dinos mod to tame a beaver, which spawn around here, which will be really, really, really useful. So for the moment, I'm just going to go and grab, because I'm not high enough level to make the Argentavis saddle yet. So the Argent is there, but it's kind of useless to us. So for the moment, I'm going to go and grab the trike, bring it over here and start building things. Gonna gather up a little bit of berries and stuff as well. Actually, what am I doing berries for? I have a trike. I'll go and get the berries with the trike. That should be sensible. But yeah, so anyway, I didn't do the introduction. Hello everyone, I'm Alieri. I don't think I did the introduction. This is my Harsher World series. My modded public server, which anyone can join. You see a link in the description below, most likely. Maybe not. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll add one in a few minutes. But yeah, so the mods running on this server are obviously the volcano map itself, the steampunk mod, the rebalanced dino mod, all of Echo's or some of Echo's decor mods, and also a couple of other sort of mini industrial forge stuff like that. Just for I'll say quality of life stuff. It's not particularly arduous to have a full-size industrial forge, but it does mean that you have to have very large structures, which I'm trying not to do. I quite prefer the PvE experience of having lots of little huts and houses all over the place rather than having one massive mega base. All the rates are ×2 in terms of harvesting and experience, and the taming speeds have been adjusted by the rebalanced dino mods, so I cannot honestly say what they are. I have been trying to test it, and I feel it's something around 6 times. But don't quote me on that, and it does not work with Dodo decks. But yeah, so if anyone is interested in coming to join, please feel free to come over. As I said, it's a PvE server, so if you like just building and having fun rather than any of the sort of PvP raiding and other such, then that's great. I have enabled the concept for tribal wars, so if people do want to do a little bit of PvE with some player versus player, they're very welcome to. Although I doubt anyone is probably of the right size on here yet to be able to accomplish that with any level of success. Now, I do not want to get in a fight with this Terry. Let's keep walking away from this guy. Oh, it's an Oviraptor. Okay, I thought it was a Trudon. Alright, so I'm going to keep some major berries on me at all times, just in case I see anything I want to tame. Because I said it's a passive tame. And most things are passive tame, sorry. So things like the Thery you would have to trank out and take down properly. But for example, this Carbo here, this turtle, we could quickly passive tame this. Level 76, that's how we go. 3.3%, not the best, but while I'm doing other things around here, I can just keep popping back and throwing a berry in him at some point. So how far down is this guy? He's a little way down. Okay, let's come back in a minute. So first things first, I'm going to go and harvest up a load of stone, I think, because I can go to the stone foundations now. So it'll be nice to actually have, I think, just the foundations in stone and the rest of the structure in wood. Maybe some stone pillars to make it look nice. Obviously, I haven't got a Doedicurus or anything like that yet. I haven't actually seen any of them yet, so I'm not quite sure where they spawn on this map. But eventually, I will find some, and we'll experiment with those and see how much speed they generate to the process. But there's a couple of you watching now, so welcome and thank you very much for coming to hang out with me. There you go. I got some leather armor, I'll take that. Always beneficial. Nice. Alright, so I can probably make a single stone foundation, I imagine. Yeah. There you go. We'll just pop that down and sort of claim the spot. Not that I'm particularly in competition with anyone, but it's just nice to say, this is mine. No one else may be here. So, let's have a little look around, see what we want to build. So I think I'm probably going to leave that that large rock there, just because it looks quite nice. And if I go very slightly down the hill, just so the foundation isn't sticking up to it. So for example, right now, the foundation is sticking up as much as possible. So if I come down a little tiny bit, I should be able to build the foundation to my left up the hill without clipping into the hill terrain and causing problems. And also a little bit further down. So we'll go with that for now. So this is the beginning of our little river lake retreat, shall we say? Oh dear. This area is causing me problems. I don't mind him just wandering around minding his own business, but I don't really want to get into a fight with him if I can help it. Where'd that turtle go? It does get very dark here at night. And remember, this is without the distance field shadowing on, so with that turned on, it would be even worse. Yeah, I'll get Vincent to follow me. Yeah, come on, Vincent. Stick with me. I'll need him to carry the resources. But yeah, so in terms of myself, I've been, I said, getting on with university stuff recently, getting ready to go back. And I've also been trying to do some other series, so I've got now a few more videos in the Deep Space Nine playthrough series, as well as I've released the first 3 videos for the playthrough of the new Halo SPV3 mod, if any of you are interested. And I've also done... what else have I done? I did the Earth montage from League of Legends, and a couple of other bits like that. So I've been busy. I've been trying mostly to put out about a video a day, which is a lot more than I intended originally, but I've actually found that I really enjoy doing it, so all is good. And my hatchet's broken, that's perfect. Alright, well if I head back to over here quickly, I'm probably going to need to try and make a little smithy over here, because I haven't got one yet, just so I can repair my tools. So if I pop you back in here, I need to go have a little hunt and see if I can find some metal. I don't suppose there's probably any in that box. I might have left some, no, I'm not sure. Nope, no metal. Okay. So, this area down here is very dangerous. As you can see just ahead, it just came into render distance. There's a few Allosauruses. This is where all the Argents that I found spawned, along with a few T-Rexes and other such dinos. So, and there's also a beehive there. Don't want to get that angry. There's some metal there, perfect. So yeah, I kind of just want to sneak down here, grab this metal, and then just run straight back up and not get involved with anything particular. I mean, that's another reason why this is quite a nice spot, really, because I've got, you know, all these dinos nearby ready to tame, and I've also got the metal nearby, so sort of perfect in a way. If anything could be perfect. Come here. Alright, that'll do. So let's try and make our way back up the cliff. I have managed to get all the way up here before, so it is possible to walk all the way back up. Just got to find the right path. But yeah, the game, this map does look absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure how well the quality of the stream will reflect that or not, but it does just look very nice. As against all of the other ARK maps that I've done thus far, this is definitely giving me the best performance on my computer, on any settings. So I would very much encourage anyone who hasn't to have a go with this map. Come and join my server if you want. And it's really nice, it really is. So I'll grab all that stuff. Come and seal myself inside here for a minute, keep safe. Throw the torch down, keep warm, there you go. So I need some wood, don't want that. And grab all this so I can make myself a forge, hopefully. There you go. Alright, I'll take half the wood. Okay, so for now, I'm just thinking where I'm going to build this. I'll just stick it on top of here, probably. Just for the sort of temporary, having somewhere to put one. Someone will be walking through and thinking, what on earth is this weird little construction he's got? It's a little wooden box with a forge on top. But so thank you as well to everyone who's given me their support for the last couple of weeks. Actually, I've been very, very surprised and happy with the number of people which have viewed my my stream previously for this series and have looked at the videos afterwards. And yeah, I'm obviously very new to YouTube. I'm not one of these people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. and it does mean an awful lot when a few of you will appear, will have a chat with me, will comment on videos and tell me how I can improve what I'm doing. It's the only way we learn and grow, really, isn't it? Just got to keep working on it and getting better. Oh, that is gorgeous. Weird sort of through the ground look. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, how gorgeous is that, really? It's just... wow. I've got a little bit of a background with this sort of stuff. I studied physics at university for a while, so just looking at the vistas of stars that you can find somewhere in some places in the world, and then the skyboxes that people can create in video games based upon these is wonderful. It really is. Anyway, enough of me being nostalgic. So let's go and grab all of the stuff I need. I'll take stuff from you. Thank you very much. Oh, I have a water. I didn't realise I have one of those. Water skin. Grab all this stuff. That should be plenty. Make a smoothie. There we go. And then I'll probably just go and put this smoothie straight down on the that new spot where I'm building by the river. Just go and get back up here and grab the... oh, I'm rubbish. But yeah, when I'm making these series as well, I by no means profess to be an expert at ARK. I have played quite a lot of ARK in my time. I've got something like 1,800 hours or something in the game on this Steam account, and played on a few other friends' accounts and other such at various times when I've been visiting them. But I don't think anyone is really ever an expert at this game, considering how it's been in early access for the entire duration I've been playing, and it changes day to day, week to week. But yeah. It's just such a nice atmosphere to be playing in PvE rather than PvP. I can really feel like I'm just sort of, you know, almost like going camping. You just go out, you have some laughs, you chat to some people, you don't worry about things particularly. It's just very relaxing. And it really is, it's very enjoyable for me to do, it really is. It's not a chore at all. I very much hope that anyone who does watch these will find them interesting, enjoy them, whatever. I'm trying to demonstrate sort of the stages you go through of the game. As and when I come across challenges, I'll overcome them and then hopefully be able to show you how to do the same. And yeah, I have obviously been doing a little bit off screen because otherwise, just with the time that I have available, progress won't really be made forward. But yeah, I'm trying not to do too much off screen. How much do I need to repair this? I need 4. I'll wait for a couple. I'll wait for one more maybe, and then we'll go over. It'll be really nice once I can get the Castroides at level 50. That will speed things up massively. But for interest, so this mod, as I was talking about, was the Rebalanced Dinos mod, which is a really nice mod made by... Give me 2 seconds. I've mentioned his name before. Made by a guy called NetPsych. And he is relatively regularly updating the mod as well, which is great. But yeah, so in terms of the passive taming, basically there's a list of dinos. If you look at his mod on the Steam community workspace workshop area, there is a list there explaining the passive dinos. But the important points to know for my purposes are, for example, at the minute Castroides, the Castroides can be passively tamed at level 50, but it is aggressive. So if you get too close to it, it will attack you, and that will break the passive tame. The way to counteract this, I'm guessing, I don't know yet, so don't quote me on this, I'm guessing, is to... oh, I need a little bit more rock first, just so I can make one more foundation going back. Is to use a ghillie suit or some other such. I don't know if bug repellent would work on them or not. But there's one here for us. So I mean, if I get here, I'm absolutely fine. But if I get too, there you go. See, he's aggressive. He'll come after me. They're not that scary because actually he's pretty quick actually. I say he's not that scary. They're pretty fast. I will eat my words. Normally what happens, I found with the trikes at least, is if you... I don't know why I'm looking for stone. My pickaxe is broken. My hatchet is broken. I'm an idiot. But yeah, if you let them hit you once or twice and then run away, they tend to de-aggro. It's kind of like they got it out of their system. You know, they're angry at you, they're mad, they get annoyed at you, and then they leave once they've had their fill of being angry. Alright, so I'm just going to put all this in here. See, I think the way that the other guys who've joined me are going to be playing is probably they'll be using the other base quite a bit, the one I made originally, the Fisherman's Hut. And I'll probably be working here. As and when this is up and running, we may move over here, but obviously I want to try and keep all of them running all the time. I don't plan to sort of actually make a proper permanent move here. I quite like, as I said, having all the various different bases all over the map. You know, this one for this region for whatever it has to offer, and maybe a snowy one. I haven't yet played around with the castles and architecture mod, where it's called Forts and Castles and other such. The Castles, Keeps and Forts Medieval Architecture. So this is one of the sponsored mods by Wildcard, which may hopefully at some point later in life, along with the eco ones, be included into the game, into the main core game. In the same way that the Ragnarok map started as a mod, became a sponsored mod, and has now been introduced as one of the 4 core maps for the official server experience. But yeah. Oh, there's a parasaur. Hello. Should I get a little bit more wood? There you go, that'll do. Yeah, so that one, basically they allow you to build sort of these medieval castle-looking structures, but you can also change the colour scheme of them. So for instance, if you're in a snowy area, that gives you a tool which you can change all of the walls to look like they're covered in snow and other such. So actually it's very nice for both PvE servers, but also role-play servers, and any sort of servers where you require slightly more immersion into the game. There we go. Okay, so I want to build... oh, dear. I really don't want that Theri nearby. I'm probably going to have to either kill him or tame him at some point soon. But yeah, we'll see how it goes for now. So let's make a couple of foundations if we can. I can make one, then I'm out of wood, I imagine. Yep. So you will notice this if you watch the streams regularly. I'm a little bit OCD and I've got to have everything in the right order. So yeah, let's go and get some wood quickly. I do actually have, oh, I've got a spyglass. Why am I being an idiot? So this is a level 15 and also a level 58. Okay. I think I might possibly consider taming one. I've got all the spoiled meat I'd need now for the narcotics, and I can just sort of farm up the narco berries to keep it down. Along with narco berries to make trank arrows, so I may do that in a little while once I've completed a rudimentary little structure here, just so that I can hide from the inevitable attack of swarms of ants, which have been thus far killing me and my tribe mates and all of our tames. They are stupidly overpowered. Basically, everything with this mod, everything which gives you the slowing poison, like a Dilo or the Mega Neuro, which kills your stamina or whatever else, it also actually gives you an actual poison which damages your health. So if you start getting bitten by tons of ants, you have severe problems. I think I actually just saw a little raptor there. That might be quite useful. Look at you fill up my water skin. If I can, I've got a bowler on me and I've got some trank arrows, so yeah, killing that raptor might be very useful. Not killing it, sorry, taming it. Alright, so I got one of those, and I want to have 3 ceilings. If I can make 3, I can only make 1. Ugh. If anyone wants to as well, I'm also running a PvP server concurrently to this, which they're not linked at all, they're just both run by me. And on that one, the rates are considerably higher, and I'm a little bit more used to playing on there, so it still catches me by surprise when I go farming for a bit and then I have almost nothing at the end of it. Ooh. Hello to whoever's just joined, welcome. Just making my little riverside house at the moment. Trying to avoid getting killed by the, I think now 4 or 5 Therizzinosauruses that are walking around. Probably should have given more thought to this before the event in picking this location, but I like it, so it's fine, we'll deal with it. Gotta find some more rocks somewhere. There's some big one over there. Let's go for that one. Oh, there's a raptor as well. Okay, I'll stay away from that one actually. So I know that in the vanilla game, something like a raptor or a Carno or I think some other small predators, Dilos, obviously the ants and Meganeuras, they're not particularly scary. With this mod of rebalancing dinos, they are terrifying. Everything will kill you. It makes for a much stronger emphasis on a survival experience, which I really like. But yeah, it's not necessarily for the faint-hearted. Alright, so what I'm going to do now... I might take it one further, probably. We'll see. But what I'm going to do now is head over to... oh dear. You guys do not want to come near me, no. That's not what I wanted. Alright, is there anything in here that's going to kill me? I haven't actually been in here yet. Oh, the raptors follow, that's nice. Okay, there you go, he's off. Alright, I don't think there's any particular nasty predators under here, apart from the beavers, which obviously won't attack me unless I get too close. Just got to try and keep away from those raptors, because they are absolutely terrifying, and I do only have the one bowler. I can take care of one of them, but 2 of them is a bit much. So yeah, for the moment I'm just going to quickly go back, find the trike. I'll probably... I'm not sure if I had a mortar and pestle made over here. I might do. If not, I will bring the trike over to the new spot and maybe try and farm up some narco berries and make those narcotics I need for the trank arrows. Yep. Nice. There you got some metal. Great. I'm going to grab the chitin as well, all of this stuff. And let's get the trike. So... the trike himself is, if we just go through the dinos that I have for rebalancing, the damage and health of all dinos has been reduced, depending on the dino. So for example, a dilo will have more damage and less health, a trike will have more health and less damage, just the way it goes kind of thing. It's designed to be a bit more realistic, so for example, if you imagine in a real life situation, 100 million years ago when dinosaurs were around, would it be plausible for a single Velociraptor on his own to take out a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a Gigantosaurus? Very unlikely. So what they've done is, a pack of them can still kill a Rex pretty easily, but a single one would be absolutely destroyed. So it's just aimed in making things a little bit more realistic. A lot of the dinos have also had their sizes, the actual scale of the model, changed as well to make it a little bit more realistic. So for example, the Gigantosaurus or the Giga is a third smaller. So it's still bigger than the T-Rex, but it's nowhere near as big in relation as it was before. Oh, I didn't bring all the spoiled meat with me. Oh well, never mind. That's fine. So yeah. Quickly throw this in here. Pop that up there. Yeah, here comes the OCD again. So, the raptors don't seem to be particularly interested in anything over here for the moment, so I think it's safe to leave the trike here while I go back for the spoiled meat. Yeah, it should be fine. I do apologise, by the way, at all if the video quality is lessened at any time specifically. I cannot make guarantees for the quality of my internet connection. Generally it's fine, but from time to time it does dip out a little bit. There you go. I was having a debate with a friend of mine the other day about the graphics quality. So obviously I said that I'm trying to make it look a little bit nicer. I think the ground clutter definitely improves the look of the map. But it obviously does have a slight reduction in the frame rate. Now, I don't think this particularly matters. Some people do. Some people have this requirement for a 60 FPS experience. I've never seen the need for this at all. But that's just me. In my mind, if it looks good at 40 frames per second, considering our eyes only see it, I don't know, it's either 24 or 32 frames per second. As long as you have more frames in the video you're watching than your eyes will see by a significant portion, you won't notice the gaps in between. But yeah, so I'm going to quickly make a couple more bowlers just in case I have any problems with those raptors. These, some hide. Bowler, thank you. What am I missing? No, we've got these. What's going on here? Where's the bowler gone? There. Why can't I? Toggle tooltips. It won't tell me what goes in it, apparently. No, okay. Well, that's a bit of a bug. But anyway, I think I'm probably missing thatch by the looks of it. And probably a little bit of fibre. Yeah, there you go. Make another 3. That'll be plenty. So for the next step, I want some more of that, some more of that, and make a mortar and pestle. There we go. And then I will start crafting those narcotics. There we go. So, give me all that stuff, please, all the good stuff. Don't want the stimberries, not particularly useful at the minute. There we go, 37, that's a good start. Let's go and get some more narcoberries. But yeah, so I haven't put a single point at all into movement speed, and I have now tamed a couple of different Triceratops. It does appear they all come out with 220% from wild tame with this mod, doesn't matter what level they are. Their stamina is a little bit poor, so you can't run around for too long, but the weight is good. One thing I did notice as well with weight for wild dino tames, if for example I tame a Triceratops at level 6, and I think I also tamed this one at level 41, you'll notice they've got 700 weight. When I tamed it, it had about 640. Now the level 6 one had 607. So it seems to me that the level no longer affects weight. So what I imagine this is meant is that the wild base weight is quite high, but the wild points in weight per level is very low. So you can still level up the weight if you want, but much less than you could on official. But the idea is that if you think about it, a dinosaur of this size, you put a bag on it, there's going to be a limit to how much it can carry. If you just pump it full of weight, hypothetically it'll get bigger muscles is the explanation, but it goes to a point. You know, you can't pump around with 20 tons on its back. It's just not feasible. So I think that's the idea of the nerf. Aha, level 50. Brilliant. I can do my Castroides now. I think I'm saying that right. Castroides. Oh, hello. Alright, you don't really stand a chance against me, my friend. Again, the advantage here is the knockback attack. As long as I don't let him get behind me, and I take all the beating to the head of the Triceratops, I'd be absolutely fine. Now I'm just going to get some hide from this. A little bit of meat too, that's always good. So, for the time being, I'm going to be using the Triceratops kind of as my my fridge, so I'll just leave the meat with him. Take out the berries again that I want, and throw them in for some more narcotics. There you go. Let's drink. It's like the Bahamas or something. I don't know, the Caribbean, the crystal blue waters with the white sand underneath. Looks quite nice. But yeah, so I want to make some arrows to go with these tranks. So that's 67. That's a good number. So yeah. I do like the misting effect around the obelisk as well. It looks pretty good. I'm hoping the audio quality for my voice also is okay. I have managed to find myself a new microphone. If anyone is interested, it's a C-1U. I could try and find the box somewhere. Here it is. It is a Behringer microphone. The advantage is it's a condenser microphone, but it's also a USB microphone, so you don't have to have a fancy sound card or anything like that to make it worthwhile. Obviously, if I was to get a better one, it would sound better, but I'm not that worried, really. I think you guys hear enough of my voice anyway, you're probably a bit fed up with it. Yeah. So yeah, I'd very much like if anyone does enjoy these videos, these streams, if you could like or subscribe to me, because that obviously helps me out an awful lot. I'd very much like to try and grow the channel if I can. As I said, I very much enjoy producing content, and I think the more I make, the better I get at making it, although I probably shouldn't say that myself. I should probably let someone else decide that for me. But yeah, so if you do like it, please do like or subscribe. And then I know that people like what I do, and I can continue doing it. Alright, so I have to say, I don't know how many trank arrows it would take to take out a Theri. I'm really not sure. To be honest, it doesn't really matter for now anyway, because I don't need to trank it right now, but I have everything here in place if I suddenly decide I want to do it. So for now I'm going to leave those in the mortar and pestle, and I'm probably going to carry on extending this structure out a little bit. So, oh, I've got a raptor chasing something over there. So we get on the trike again. Here's our beast of burden for today. I don't want all the seeds, particularly. I've got plenty back at the other structure. Don't need all these berries, there's too much. Obviously I want to keep the major berries, and I want to keep the narca berries, but everything else is a little bit useless to me. There you go. And suddenly he can carry tons again, awesome. So yeah, if I oh, it's my level, damn it, I was hoping it was his level. I wanted to show you the effect of leveling up weight on him. Yeah, I haven't actually unlocked a lot of stuff yet because I haven't had need to use it. So, what is quite nice is you can, with the medieval architecture and stuff mod, they also do introduce a bunch of different weapons. So, for example, morning stars, night axes, royal arbalist, crossbows, things like that. And also a mangonel. They've got a catapult, which is kind of cool. Slightly more advanced catapult than the one you'll see. The one you'll see in the core game. But yeah, so anyway, in terms of getting polymer at some stage, there is, as far as I can see, no penguins around here. I don't know where the snowy biome is. I say I don't have a mount anymore for the bird, so I'll have to wait until at some stage I hit the right level to make my Argent saddle, or maybe tame another Pteranodon between now and then. But for the moment, it's the old-fashioned fun grind of resources, resources, resources. And I have just spied that there is a beaver dam over ahead of me, so I will probably try and go for that. But yeah, so in terms of taming theries, the best way I found to do it is if you make yourself a little taming cage, which is basically a 3x3 box of pillars with a single foundation gap between each pillar, and then you leave one side open. Now these pillars have to be stone because otherwise he'll break them, and they have to be 3 high because otherwise he'll walk over them. And if you lure him inside and then if you can try and get him to aggro one of the pillars, it's quite easy to do. But if you can't, then just go for running around really quickly, and then seal up the open side with another 3 pillars. So I think the total cost is I can't even do maths now. 24 pillars. So you'll place down 21 initially, keep 3 to seal the gap. And once you've got him inside, just trank him at your leisure. Obviously be aware that the theories are very high torpor regaining tames, so you'll need an awful lot of narcoberries or narcotics to keep it down once you actually knock it out. But other than that, it's a relatively simple process, really. Just be aware that they're very strong and they can fight back and they can kill you if they really want to. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a little bit risky, but I can't see any beavers too close by, so I'm just going to quickly have a look and see. So we've got some cementing paste, which is great, and we've also got some wood. Now the wood is useful to me as well, so I'm just going to throw all of that in there and see how the weight on the trike is. He's still okay. In that case, I'll grab those 3 as well, and we'll leg it. Ah, okay. He's a little bit heavy. just a little bit heavy. So at that rate, I don't know how much too heavy. We can probably drop some berries. We don't need this many. Will that be enough? No, still won't be enough. Oh dear. Okay. Stack of wood. Yep, there you go. That'll do it. He's still a little bit slow, but he'll get there. Sorry for the coughing. I've got a little bit of a funny throat this morning, so hopefully it's not too distracting for anyone. Very strange looking animation when he runs like this. So he's really trying to go for it, but something is holding him back, something is slowing him down. I feel like if he was this heavy, he wouldn't be putting so much energy into it. It'd be more of a sort of consistent plod forwards. It wouldn't have the bounce in the run like he does. But it does seem to be the way that if you manage to take the contents of the beaver dam and demolish the beaver dam while there are no beavers within a specific radius, then they never aggro you. Because I guess they never saw you do the crime. Kind of accurate, but still. So I've got a little bit of cementing paste, which is nice. And actually, what I'm going to do with some of that is make some gravestones, because I do owe some gravestones to a few of my tames from the other day who are unfortunately no longer with us. Just throw all that in there for now. I'm not worried about the organisation because I'm going to use it all up in a second. So what am I short on now? I'm actually going to be short on thatch, I think. So I'm going to quickly go and chop down a couple of trees over here. Have a drink. And continue onwards. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing a PvP series, going back to official servers once the official final release occurs on the 20... I'm not sure when it is. I feel like it's the 29th or the 27th. I'm not quite sure which one. But yeah, so I'm actually going to be moving back to university around that time, so it'll be a little bit late in coming, and I imagine the official servers will already be completely ruled by Spartans and the other such lovely, friendly sportsmen like Alpha Tribes. We'll just leave it at that. But we'll see what happens. I'm not against PvP at all. I just don't. The thing that really gets on my nerves is when you have tribes which have very, very large numbers of people, and because of this, they're always going to be able to do things faster and more efficiently than others. And when they spend their time basically standing on the little guy, sort of, you got little solo players which are just there to have a bit of a laugh and have some PvP amongst people which they're actually capable of fighting. So people of their level. And then other people come along and cause problems, and I'm not a big fan of that. But I do normally try and look out for any solo tribes on the PvP servers I've had before. I've had a few guys that have come to me and said, "Oh no, we've been raided by so and so," and I think, well, it's kind of part of the game. But if the guys that have raided them are particularly huge, or they just sort of wipe them down to the foundation and kill all their passives or something, it doesn't create for a fun atmosphere of play. It just it sort of causes toxicity, which no one enjoys. And it's the problem which, to be honest, has happened to, for example, League of Legends. And it's the reason that lots of people very much dislike playing that game these days. Because it's just considered to be such a toxic atmosphere. And it's true, it is, it really is. Can I do a couple of foundations more? Or no, how much am I missing? It's fine, it'll do for now. Alright. I can build one there. Can I build one there? No, I can't. Okay, so we won't bother with there for now. And I can't build one there because the trike's in the way, I think. Let's squidge his butt over. No, I just can't build one there because it's being obstructed by the ground. Never mind. Oh, I can't? I've just got to find the right spot. Okay, that's weird. Anyway. So yeah, this is going to be the lake house, whatever you want to call it. So my plan at the moment is probably to have a sort of balcony, which is what this ceiling structure sticking forward will be. The balcony will have probably just stone, wooden railings around it to make it look nice. The actual entrance to the main structure will be probably a door on this side and a door on this side. I think the door areas will be made of stone, because I very much dislike how wooden doors look in this game. With stone pillars in all the corners of the buildings, but the actual majority of maybe the ground floor walls will be made of stone, and then the layers above that will be made of wood. And if I'm being honest, I really like the look of the thatched roofs. So probably what I might do for the purposes of wild dinosaurs, I might make a stone flat roof and then have a thatch slope roofed over the top. We'll see how that works. But yeah, for the moment, I guess we're going to go out and get some more stuff. Now, in theory, I could try taming a beaver now. But once again, it's still going to be a bit useless to me because I haven't got the level for the saddle, which is a real shame. It will come over time, but for the moment I'm stuck to the more basic dinos and what they can provide me with. So what would be really nice for the gathering dinos is if you could whistle them to target certain things. So for example, if I was to whistle the beaver onto a tree, it would go and cut down the tree for me. But I guess that's probably too much to ask for. Anyway, let's see if I can sneak up behind this one and feed it a berry without it attacking me. You can get pretty close. Wait for it to stop moving. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so you can do it. You just got to be careful, that's all. Because the three stances, or the three versions of the wild dinos with passive taming are, one will be purely passive and do nothing if you approach it. One will flee from you in terror. Oh god. If I can lead him into the water, he might be able to get away before he's killed. The Theory will only follow him so far. Yep, there you go. Oh wow, you're hurt. Oh wow, I think probably one more hit. Damn. Oh, that's nasty. So yeah, those things are pretty terrifying. And I would not want to be coming across one as a person, let alone as a trike. So I'm just going to leave you here and let you have a rest. So, I'm trying to think of a faster way of doing this. There isn't really any way that I could do it any faster. Apart from just hand gathering things. I mean, if I had a Doedicurus, that would make things much faster, and I can already make the saddles for those. I'm the right level. But I simply just do not know where they're found. And I haven't seen any yet, so... Maybe I should try and look for another Pteranodon so I can do a bit more exploring. It might be easier to go back to the other base to do that. We'll see. But yeah, for now I'll probably keep the trike still in the original pen you saw with the Argent in it. But it would be nice if I can try and construct or begin to construct a place for it over here. Oh dear. No, that's not good. I'm out of stamina in the water. This marks me down as a noob right now. So yeah, I'm probably just going to take this stream up to the hour mark, unless anyone particularly wants me to go any longer. And I'll upload it as a video as I've done previously, and then probably come back for another stream tomorrow or whenever. Don't want to do too much. Get it all over and done with too quickly. Everyone would get fed up with it. Like, why have you finished everything already? We were looking forward to months and months of streams. So I turn around and say, "What? Well, if you insist." Probably a bad sign when I'm talking to my imaginary audience. No, it's not true to say imaginary audience. There's a couple people watching. Sorry, guys. But my imaginary demanding audience. They don't. You're not a very demanding lot, you guys. So I want some railings. Now this is I'm going to need 5 of them, 7 of them, and I'm also going to want some walls. I can make 2 for now. That's fine. So I'm just going to stick some railings around the edge like this. Oh, I need foundation support. Okay. In that case, we will go with some pillars. Alright, so for those of you who haven't seen my video about how to do this, basically the easy way to do it, I'm going to put one in this corner because it's the highest area off the floor, which makes it easier. I don't want the pillars poking through the ceiling above, so you do this, and then you find a lower snap point. So yeah, there's 2 snap points there, I don't know if you saw that, like this. So you want the lower one, and then you can go and remove the pillar on top, and the pillar below will not show through. However, the pillar below is still there, and it still acts as a foundation. So, in theory, I can place like this. Now, for the use of the walls there, my plan is to purely just do this. I'm not quite sure which way I want to have facing outwards. I think probably like that. Yeah, I'll have it facing out like that. And I'll just go all the way around like that, just to stop any, I don't know, little critters or anything getting underneath. Alright, there's another 3. So there will be a little gap underneath, but I'm not that worried about it. So this isn't a PvP server. I don't care about someone getting a grenade in there or whatever else. Oh, we've got a level up as well. Let's grab another point of stamina, so I don't run out underwater again. I'm sure the whole 10 points of stamina will make all the difference. It's a very pesky Oviraptor. Noisy guy. I'm not sure what you call that noise. It's sort of a... It's almost like a sort of turkey noise. If you ever heard a turkey... I think the word they use is gobble. If you ever heard a turkey gobble, then that's the sort of noise I expect when I hear the Oviraptors. Can't place a structure here? What is this rubbish? That's just rude. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what we can do. Maybe, actually I have an idea. A bit more of that. Foundation. What am I missing now? Wood? Oh, there you go. I need a bit more stone to finish this off, but maybe if I do place another foundation here, which I can do, and we actually go a little bit further with this little structure in this direction. Oh dear. No, don't do this. Don't hurt Vincent. Stay away. Luckily, Vincent was regaining some health outside of the fight. I mean, I could be tempted to tame this raptor, but I don't want to risk I don't want to risk Vincent. So I think for now we're just going to kill this one. He's getting pretty low already anyway. Should be able to kill him pretty easily. Yeah, he's very bloody now. There you go, level 66. Go and get that hide. There we go. Ah, hello, welcome. It's just seen someone else has joined the viewing. Is that the right word? No, the stream. The stream, not the viewing, sorry. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Okay, so we'll put 9 of those in there. We'll make up those arrows, those... Oh, I'm being an idiot. You don't do it like that, do you? 9, please, thank you. So, what we need to do now is make another 2 ceilings going off that way, I think. Which basically means we need more of everything. We need more wood, we need more stone, we need all of it. Need to quickly refill that water skin as well. There you go. So I would like to take Vincent with me, but I'm kind of worried about him. I think it looks safe enough. Yeah, well, fine. We'll go with him. We'll go for a wood run first of all in this direction. Right, got to turn around. Turn around, my friend. Turn around. But yeah, we'll go with him, and we'll see how it goes. Alright. Sorry about that, the phone just went. So yeah, just going out for a little bit more gathering. Actually, I might go for this outcrop of stone here. Gonna need a lot of stone as well. It's kind of strange. I've got basically my setup is that I've got the obviously me in front of the computer and then my laptop to my side, and I'm watching the stream back obviously with a delay on my laptop just to make sure the quality is running properly. And it's kind of amusing watching myself make mistakes after I've made them. Oh, I don't know, get the trike caught on a rock or something else. But what I think I'll try and do for future streams is I'll try and do a lot of my farming of materials off stream, and then you guys can actually see me doing the building rather than just the after effect of the building. Pretty hungry. Gonna stuff my face full of berries. Kind of reminds me of if anyone's ever seen the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've never seen the new one, so I don't know if this applies to that as well or not. And then there's the little girl, Violet, I think, and she turns into a violet-coloured berry after eating too much chocolate or some specific sweet or some other such. I think it might have been a blueberry. Yeah, I think she turned into a blueberry. It's expression, you are what you eat or something? Oh, there's some compies on me. Alright, well, let's deal with these guys, because I don't want them to follow us all the way back to base. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Stay back. I'm a scary dinosaur about 150 times your size, at least. Why you would try and kill me is beyond my understanding. Oh, they do no damage as well. This one seems to be quite a high level, though, I think. He's not dying particularly quickly. It's kind of amusing to see them fly away like that. Oh, 154, wow. That's the other thing I've said about in previous videos. Oh, I can't find them now. How do I? The ground clutter can cause problems when actually finding dead corpses sometimes. But yeah, I've said in previous videos about the levels of the dinos. Now I can't exactly say what the max level is on this server because of the mod. I've actually set the max level to be 24 or 26, I believe. But with this mod, that causes levels of up to 180, I think. I think it's the highest I've seen. Originally, I set the max wild dino to 150, and I ended up with, as my first episode, level 700, some other silly values close to that. So, welcome again to the person who's just joined the stream. It's good to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the stream, and let me know what you think. Got any tips for me on how to improve what I'm doing? So, next bit is crafting some ceilings. I need 2. And then I'm also going to want a couple of railings. And I'm going to need a couple of walls. And we'll see if that's enough to do everything. So, those. Oh, I'm going to need another railing over there. I'm actually going to need some wooden pillars again, I think. Because of how the land lies here, it's going to have another pillar support for the foundation purposes. Why are stone pillars cheaper than wood pillars? There you go. No, can't make a railing either. Ah, this is awful. Alright, so yeah, same tip again as I have said for my previous video. So you place, if you don't want the pillars to be seen from above, you place one halfway through the ceiling like this. You then place one below it, and you find the lower snap point. Oh. So you see there's 2 snap points. 1, 2, 1, 2. You want that lower snap point. You then go up above and remove the pillar, and the pillar will be completely invisible from above, but it's the lower one is still there, providing structural support from below. Might have enough for railing actually off demolishing that. Yes, I do. Awesome. Alright, so get these bits in. There we go. So the balcony area is finished. Looks pretty nice. I'll obviously, I said I'll continue this off stream a little bit. Try and get some sort of decorations around and try and create a space here so I can keep my tames safe. But for the moment, it's just finishing off and making it look nice. So yeah, next step I think will be how many resources have I got? I need some more wood. Okay, let's go do some wood farming first of all. It's getting a bit dark. Let's put the torch out. Actually, I think you can actually use things like a hatchet from the back of a trike. So if I can get close enough to this tree, I mean, potentially I could use the trike, but the trike I think mostly gathers thatch. Yeah, the trike mostly gathers thatch, so it would be beneficial to use the hatchet. But I remember when the Therazinos were first introduced into the game, the saddle, the level to craft the saddle was considerably lower. It was sort of comparable to a Doedicurus or so. It was about, I think, level 40 or 45. And this was very shortly before, they were introduced very shortly before I actually started playing ARK properly. Because I've had it since it was released a couple of years ago, but I barely played any of it at all. And I picked it up around Christmas last year or so. And basically the Theri was my first ever tame on an official server ever of any tame in ARK. And I got it down with a slingshot, and I hand farmed narco berries to keep it unconscious, and it took about 3.5 hours. And it's not an experience which I would recommend anyone to try again, but I was very proud of it. I called him Theoden, and he so yeah, I'm a bit of a Lord of the Rings buff. He did a very good job. He stayed around for quite a while for me, but unfortunately he was killed by a more powerful Theri. I think it was like a level 145 or something, which also came through and wrecked my base and everything else. So, yeah. Yeah, it's good times. I miss some of the aspects of old ARK. Especially before... so I say I didn't play properly, but I played a little tiny bit much previously before the server transfers were in place. And I know everyone probably complains about this all the time, but I do feel like they very much damaged the official experience. It's a different experience, but maybe it's not a bad experience. It's just very much different to what it used to be. I think that's probably a fair way of putting it. There you go. So, next up, I want to make one of the little camping bags. And what does that cost? I think it's some fiber. There you go. I'm not quite sure why my the cost of everything isn't showing up. I do have the tooltips turned on. For some reason, it's just not working properly. So if I pop those in there, I can make myself a sleeping bag. So this is the Echo mod sleeping bags. They count as full beds, so you don't have to. You can reuse them from time to time. So this we're going to call it the lake house. just throw my torch down so it's a bit brighter on the stream there. So yeah, making a little bit of progress. Gonna go do a little bit more stone farming quickly. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna give it about another 5 minutes, and then I'll probably call it a day for now for the stream. I hope everyone who was watching here and there, some people came and went for 10-15 minutes or whatever else. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I hope everyone does enjoy it, who might watch it later in the archive videos. Yeah. if you, as I've said a couple times already, probably too many times, I'm doing this now. If you do enjoy it, please do subscribe to me or like the video once it's released after the stream. And it just gives me an indication that I'm doing the right things, basically. Yeah. Feel free to check out my other videos as well. My playthrough of the campaign of the new Halo SPV3 mod is, I think, going quite successfully, actually. I had a little bit of a tilting or salty occasion with the last mission I did, the Truth and Reconciliation. And I would very much, as I said at the end of that mission, recommend to the developers of the mod to slightly nerf some of the enemies, because although I was doing it on the hardest difficulty, so it's expected to be hard, it was a little bit too much, I thought. There's only so much, as a friend of mine would say, there's only so much butt hurt you can take before it becomes slightly infuriating rather than fun. But overall, it's an absolutely wonderful mod. And if you enjoyed playing Halo CE as either Combat Evolved or Custom Edition on the PC, then I would definitely recommend you go and check it out and revitalize an old game. Oh, I've got another level up, that's nice. I do seem to be leveling up pretty quickly, which is quite nice. I just need to get to sort of 65-ish, and then I can make all the saddles that I'm going to need. I'm not sure what level the Theory saddle is, actually. I'll just quickly check. Theory 69, damn it. Okay, well, fine. If I get to 70, I'll definitely have all the saddles I need. But 55-ish will give me most of them. Oh, I think I left my torch behind. Yep, there we go. So, let's go and get all this. Throw it in there. Again, there goes the OCD again. So, what do I need? I need 1, 2, 3 foundations. Do I have enough for that? Possibly. Nope. Foundations. 2. 3. So this is a bit weird. If I look from one angle, I can't place it, but I look from another angle, I can. And it's not actually a different snap point, I don't think. It's exactly the same. I don't know why that's happening. But anyway, I'm playing with this server without the with the collision turned on, without the setting which turns it off. So if you're wondering about anything we build here, apart from obviously the modded items, which I haven't used that many of yet. Everything is buildable with unofficial servers with vanilla, without mods, as long as it's not specifically a modded item. Which, which for this structure is not yet anything modded. So yeah, that's a nice little starting point. That's probably as large as it will go, to be honest. I'll probably put a dino gate on both sides, a stone one. Yeah, I'll probably put a stone dino gate on both sides and have some ramps going down. And then this will be the main building, if you like, where the foundations are, with obviously that front area here as a... I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I might maybe put a couple of target dummies on this end, just as sort of, little archery target range. I may put some table and chairs out here. I also think we're going to get one of the eco camping campfires going out here as well. Other such bits. For now, I have... what do I have? I've got again, I'm going to be short of wood again. It's kind of annoying. I keep running out of resources as I want to do stuff. Let's quickly go and get a couple of trees worth of wood. That should be enough to do this. So basically what I want to do, I want to put down the pillars that I want to use initially, because you can place pillars and then place walls which clip into them, but you can't do it the other way around. So, oh, hello Theory. Don't mind me, I'm just chopping down a tree. Hello. I'm friendly, don't hurt me. Alright, getting some berries there. So yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, that'll be plenty. So, first things first, we're going to need some foundations. Some fence foundations there. I would probably say I'll make some stone ones just because this will be on the exterior of the building and I don't want a wild dino to break them. I'll go for 6 for now. And then we want some pillars. I'm not going to do 2 for the minute, that's fine. Ah, make a third one, there you go. So, I'm going to place one here, because basically you don't want, normally you can only snap pillars either in the middle of something there, or on the middle of an edge there, but I want them to actually go in the corners of the foundations and such. So basically we place one there, and one there, and this allows us to put down a pillar at the edge there, which we can't do because there's a railing, so we'll have to demolish the railing, place the pillar, and then put the railing back afterwards. So I can place a pillar there, I can place a pillar there, and I can also place a pillar there. That'll do for the moment. We'll keep those pillars for later. And I need to quickly remake that railing. And then at some point later on I can put probably wooden walls between those there. Maybe stone, we'll see. And it'll look quite nice. But for the moment, I've run out of resources, and I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes now, so I will say goodbye. Thank you very much, as I said before, to everyone who's been watching. I actually really enjoy doing this, so it's just great that some people can enjoy me enjoying doing it. So yeah, best of luck to all of you with whatever you may be doing, either today or tomorrow or whenever, generally in life. Always remember, have fun, and goodbye for now.